became interested in the story.
Now, how many times have you tried and failed to stop smoking? Now, a brand new way to give up has been launched, which claims a 70 to 90% success rate, depending on how many treatments you have. We tried it out on heavy smoker, loaded writer Martin Pashley, who's been trying and failing to stop for 3 years. Would it work for him?
I've been smoking for 17 years, and I smoke 20 to 30 a day. But, you know, if I'm out on a night out, it's going up to about 50. I have a beaker here that's going to act as an ashtray. I have my last cigarette, and I'm to smoke it 3/4 of the way down, as Savita says, and then I'm to spit on it. And then that will be it, the end of my smoking career. So, Savita, I've got this pretty disgusting pot of my phlegm and an old cigarette. Now, could you explain how exactly this is going to stop me smoking?
Yes, Martin. What we're going to take is the cigarette in the beaker and put it in the machine. The energy pattern of the nicotine is inverted and sent to you via electrodes to neutralise the original pattern.
So it's like fighting the nicotine inside my body.
Basically, it's a law of physics.
Yeah.
A mirror image over the original image will neutralise itself.
Therapy time is variable, and I'm going to put it up to 18 minutes.
What's the average sort of time?
For nicotine, 18 minutes.
Okay.
What the machine does, it brings you back to the original state before you had your ever first cigarette, and so your body loses the memory of nicotine.
So nicotine is starting to come out of his body even though we're only 7 minutes into the treatment.
So hopefully I should be quite an easy treatment.
Hopefully, that would be very nice.
Oof.
And as you can see, there's traces of nicotine actually, which came out of your skin.
Yeah, I'm seeing it on my hands as well. Like before we started the treatment, you say my hands would go black, and they actually are beginning to go black.
It's just the nicotine coming out. You just wash and then they're the normal colour again. It's not like it's going to stain you. There's just one last thing now. I want the packet of cigarettes that you came in with.
Okay, here you are. And hopefully that'll be the last cigarettes I've ever had in my life.
Well, did it work? Our guinea pig, Martin, joins us now, along with Sunday Telegraph journalist Nina Goswani, who's also tried this course, and health therapist that you saw there on that little film, Savita Bandari. OK, Martin, this was, what, 4 days ago?
Yeah. I haven't had a cigarette since, and I'm not even thought about them, really. I get very tired at nights, and I'm sleeping like 12 hours a night, but no cigarettes at all.
You went on a 200-mile car journey?
Yeah, usually that's a trigger for driving. Driving means smoke, cigarette.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about it, drove all
So
the way.
you're not fighting the addiction? I mean, you've tried to give up before, haven't you? And it's been like, I've got to stop this.
It feels like the addiction's gone. It's something's missing.
And do you feel different in other ways, too?
Yeah, I feel a lot more healthy, a lot more want to run around, but it definitely feels like the addiction before. You know, when you take nicotine gum and stuff like that, it's like fighting a monkey on your back. This feels like it's just been taken away from me.
Switched off?
Switched off, totally.
Well, I mean, if it's true that there is a 70 to 90% success rate, in terms of nicotine patches and gum, they're proven to only have a 6% chance of succeeding. So this is really massive.
To understand bioresonance therapy, think for a moment about the noise-cancelling headphones you see people wearing on long-haul flights to block out the sound of engines. To block out the sound, these headphones turn the sound wave that you can hear upside down and feed that back into the headphones. The result is that this cancels out the original sound and you hear nothing. In the same way, bioresonance therapy uses a machine which takes the minute electrical frequency emitted by nicotine, inverts it, and feeds it back to the body in such a way that it substantially reduces the craving.
All matter is comprised of atoms and molecules. Subatomic particles, such as electrons and protons, by definition give off electromagnetic fields, which are very weak. Therefore, every substance, including the human organism, is in essence an information field. If the information fields get disturbed through toxicity, through the remnants of disease and so forth, then there's a repatterning of the information in the body, and the body starts to adapt to that new patterning, which is why we get things like drug cravings or chronic illness. And what can be done is to detect some of these patterns, not directly, that's not possible yet, but indirectly by monitoring electrical changes in the body. And the good equipment can then modify the waveforms and indeed collapse the waveforms so that we can take out the unwanted information. And this will then help the body to recover from the wrong patterning. The question was asked earlier in the programme, does it work, is there evidence? Well, I can assure the viewers that these methods are indeed being used by the Russian military for monitoring drug addiction on new recruits and taking them off hard drugs.
We saw that those dark marks on your hand, and you both went home afterwards, and you had a separately and had a bath, and you found the bath was filled with a strange grey colour that seemed to be coming from your skin.
Yeah, and you could really smell tobacco coming off.
You can smell it.
Smell it.
Yeah, and you're both journalists, right?
Yeah.
And you did this with an you wanted to give up smoking, but as you have done for many years, but you wanted to approach this with an investigative approach, as personal guinea pigs. And you're absolutely without question that this is brand new. You've never had this experience before when you've tried to give up. Are you thinking about smoking at all? Or is it an absence from...
it's been a month as of today, and I haven't wanted once to pick up a cigarette.
Well, this is extraordinary, isn't it? So much so, Savita, that we thought, oh no, this is just, you know, wishful thinking, positive suggestion, that kind of thing. But we checked up with a major expert
It's Alistair Phillips.
Explained to us
he's had a
how
power watch,
exactly
isn't he?
it works.
Well, he's Alistair Phillips. He's head of Power Watch, which is an independent organisation with a central role in electromagnetic field and microwave radiation research and the health debate. And he said, well, yeah, it looks to me as if it works. He also said that we ought to check out its effects on children with eczema, with this having remarkable results.
And allergies.
And allergies.